If you would have saw me a couple years ago when I was mid going through COVID and my whole Crohn situation, you would not believe this is the same person here today. How I rebuilt myself from being super skinny, having Crohn's flare ups, not being able to eat, got down to 135 pounds to this guy today who's lean, shredded, 210, high rocks, run, lift. What else? Cycle. I got my bike over there. I'm looking to do a marathon before the year ends and two more high rocks before the year ends as well. I'm actually going to do high rocks Nashville and I'll figure out the next one. I think the next one I want to do is Mexico. And then a marathon, I probably do like Palm Beach Marathon or Miami when it comes around. So, how are you guys looking at this guy here today? So, to start, first thing was to get healthy, right? So that was trusting the doctors, even though that was a very interesting time of my life. Met a bunch of doctors, bunch of nurses, met confused nurses, confused doctors, and mind you, I'm looking for these people for answers. And one doctor came through. One doctor came through. I still think of him as a G till this day. He said, "Look, bro, we just gonna have to do surgery." I said, "Bet, let's just do that." You know what I'm saying? If that's gonna stop the pain, let's just do that. They've tried multiple medications. Like I was on IV treatment weekly, 3 times a week. I had to go get an IV treatment that lasted an hour and 30 minutes. Um, Pills. I was on a medication that lowers my immune system during COVID. Like it was a wild time, man. So looking back at it now, it was just such a wild time. Even my sister the other day, she was like, "You know what was so crazy? Even though you were in that position, not knowing where life's gonna go, for some odd reason, you were so calm, and it scared me." But I was like, "Yo, what else? What other option did I have? Right? I prayed every day, and that was the only option I had. My faith. So I had to trust it. I had to trust it." She was just like, "No, 100%." But like, you were just like every time we called you, you were just calm. I'm like, "Yo, I can't overthink or go crazy because then everything else is gonna go out of whack." So first step, get healthy, right? So God, God bless. The surgery worked. What they did was they cut the inflamed part of my intestine and replaced it with an artificial piece. So that's what I still have till this day. I've been in remission ever since. Thank God once again. But yeah, first step was to get healthy. So we went through that process, went through the recovery process as well. Recovery went well. I messed up the stitches I got because they staple stitched me, and I kept moving when they sent me home. So one of them, like two of them, popped. But besides that, recovery went well, right? So first order of business, get healthy. So after recovery, went back a couple times. They cleared me. They say, okay, you go back to your normal operations. You go back to, ease your way into eating, right? So that's what I did. I eased my way into eating, and I would just be on Instagram and I'll see all these people just like in the gym. Like at that time, it was like, the prime influencers today, like Swole, um, my boy Kobe that lives in Houston now. He was here. So it's just see all of them just getting after it, and I'm like, damn, I want to change, bro. Like, dog, like I was looking at how I used to live, and I'm like, bro, I want to change. Like, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change, bro. I'm gonna do something different. And I got in the gym. I was always in the gym, but I was like the cardio guy, like I wouldn't touch any weights. I'll just go be on the treadmill for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then I'll be out. Like that's all I'll do. Or I'll go play basketball or something, then just leave the gym. I'll never touch weights. I hated weights. And I wanted this change so bad, and I was watching all these guys just going and lift weights. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start lifting weights. So I started lifting weights, and surely I grew the, I guess you say, passion for it, because I grew into like I never missed a day. I never missed a day. If there was some reason I couldn't work out, I had two, or like 30-pound dumbbells at home. I'd be on YouTube and I'll never forget, I watched Mike Rashid on YouTube, and he had this like circuit. It was like 8 round circuit with 30-pound dumbbells. I'm like, perfect. And if I couldn't make the gym, I would do that at home. I would not miss a workout. Never missed a workout, yo. And that hunger got more. And then now when I got cleared to like eat, that's when the game changed. Cause then I was bro. I was eating. That's why when skinny people tell me, like, oh, my appetite's too fast, or oh, I can't keep the weight on. I'm like, you just don't want it bad enough. That's what it boils down to. You just don't want it bad enough. Because when I tell you, when I got cleared, I was 100 and maybe 40 pounds, like 40, 45 ish when I got cleared. And most of that was water because all I was drinking in there was bone broth and Jello. Like that's it. That's all I had: bone broth, water, and Jello. Maybe a Gatorade. That's it. Couldn't have any solids, no nothing like that. So when I got cleared to eat, brother, I was eating like I ate full course meals, breakfast, big meal, lunch, big meal, dinner, big meal. And then I finally not discovered pollo, but like I got put onto pollo, choppy bowls, half a chicken, full chicken. And now I'm like, oh, like I had a bowl, I had a choppy chop. And I'm like, damn, this is fire. I was eating pollo 3 times a day. I was spending at that time, choppy chops were like $5. So every day I was spending $15 on choppy chops. That's all I would eat. Like literally, I would be at pollo. Yo, it's to the point where when I pull up to the drive-through and I say the order, bro, she would be like, "Sean, that's you." I'm like, "Yeah." She'd be like, "Don't even worry. Come up. I got you." Like she'll know the order. And bro, I would eat, and I wouldn't miss the gym. Eat, wouldn't miss the gym. Eat, didn't miss the gym. Eat, didn't miss the gym. That cycle just kept going. I didn't check no scale, no nothing like that, right? And when I knew things were starting to change, people around me was like, "Oh shit, like yo, you putting on size." Like my mom, I never forget. I came home one day. I used to come home late because after work, I'll go to the gym and I'll be in the gym for like 3 hours, just in there working out. Right, mind you, I'm still new to it, so in my head, 3 hours, I'm getting work done. I'm hitting everything. Right, and I came home, showered, everything. I'm walking through the living room. She was like, "Yo, you taking anything?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm just eating." Cause I would eat the food that she cooked too. So on top of the pollo, she's making Jamaican food, and I'm eating that too. So I'm like, "Nah, I'm not taking none." She was like, "Damn." She's like, "Yo," she's Jamaican. I'm Jamaican. So she was like, "Yo, y'all put on weight, man." Man, I say, "Shoot, I'm eating. I'm eating, bro." So from that day on, I got the confirmation. Yo, this shit working. So I went even more crazy. I was in the gym more. I was pushing weight. I was eating. That's all that, bro. Push weight, eat. Push weight, eat. Push weight, eat. That's it. And around the time I had got a girlfriend, right? So when she came in the picture, she liked to cook. So I'm like, oh shit. She liked to cook and she would just like cook shit. She'd just cook, bro, and I'll just eat. So I was eating less pollo and I was eating more of her food. But she would just cook shit, bro. Like, and it was good too. But it was like she would just cook, bro. Like I'm like, oh shit, like this is perfect. Like I'm putting on mass, and she like to cook, bro. This is perfect. So I just locked in there. Boom, eat. Bro, I ate so much, bro, to the point where when I realized I put on size, I was like, damn, like nigga, this shit is working. So around that time I finally checked myself. I got up to like 225. Yeah, 220. I was 225 and I'm like, nah, I want to be bigger. So I just kept eating and I got all the way up to 230. And believe it or not, I carried 230 for a long time, bro. Like at 230, that's when everybody was looking at me like, "Oh shit, like yo, you taking some shit, or you're like, yo, how'd you do it? Blase in the third. I'm like, yo, I didn't miss a day and I ate like a motherfucker. That's all. And yes, I got jacked. I was huge. No neck. Whenever I went upstairs, like by the fourth step, I'm there gasping. And I'm like, yo, the fuck? But I didn't care. Knees would hurt, ankles would hurt. Mind you, this is doing no cardio. That was one of my biggest mistakes. Not doing cardio while putting on mass. That was my biggest mistake ever. Biggest mistake. Lesson for y'all. While you're putting on mass, still do your cardio. 30 minutes, 45 minutes. It could be incline walk, stairmaster, or simply just go outside and walk. You know, get your 10,000, 15,000 steps daily. Biggest mistake. Not that it's, it's not fixable. It's just it made I added more work for myself. Right. So at this time I'm around 230. I'm like, nah, I want more. Went up to 235, and I chilled there for a while. Around there, everywhere you go, yo, this guy's huge. Like, yo, you play linebacker, whatever the case is. But I say this just to emphasize how like big I got, you know. And that's when I realized it. When I got to like the 235, that's when I realized I'm like, oh shit, like I put on some good weight. You know what I mean? And everything felt good. Stomach felt good. I wasn't getting the cramps that I used to get. Cause bro, if I tell people all the time, that shit is like when girls get their cramps. Like, bro, you be eating fine, and boom, you just start getting cramps. Over with. Your entire mood switch. You don't want to do nothing. You don't want to eat nothing. Like everything is complete turn off, right? So 230, I'm good. Girlfriend at the time. I'm like, yo, like shit, I like this, and I stayed there for a long time, bro. And it was up until very recent, very very recent. I did another transformation, right? But to lead up to getting to 235, simply what I did was I ate, bro. Just eat food. Eat food. I didn't do a dirty bulk, none of that. I ate really good food. It was either pollo, Chipotle sometimes, or my mom's food, or at the time when my girlfriend cooked. And all of like, except my mom's food was more on the Jamaican side, so it was a little bit, greasy, unhealthy, stuff like that. But everything else was just whole foods. That's all I ate. I ate whole foods in a surplus, and I lift heavy, bro. I didn't go in there when it started hurting. I stopped. Like, no, I was lifting weights in there, like going to failure, bro. Like, if you see, like, I'm gonna put a clip in here. What my leg days used to be like. My leg days, it was like stack as much plates on the leg press as you can until no more can't fit, and then push that shit. Like, I was in there going to war for this, and it paid off. It paid off. You know what I mean? Because now, looking at the fact that I reversed all that, now I went, I went lean, right? I got super lean, went from 235 to currently now I'm like 208, and this is the best I've felt in a long time. Yes, 230 was great. I was fucking huge, right? But joints hurt, cardiovascular health wasn't the best, and I'm like, that it wasn't for me. I've always been an athlete, so it's like I was like I didn't feel like an athlete being at 230. Yes, being jacked. This is for me personally, you know. But now in the state I'm at, to where I've slimmed down, I'm incorporating running, more hit style workouts, and now even cycling. It's like with doing all of that, I still have my mass. Why? Because I built real muscle tissue back then. When I when I went all the way up to 230, I built real muscle tissue. So now when I cut down, all you're seeing, all it is the muscle's more visible now, right? So me cutting down now, I look the same, if not bigger than back then, but my cardiovascular health is way better. You know what I'm saying? So building up to the dream physique that I have now, that was it. I got in the gym, I did the work, right? And now there's so much more resources than back then. And I'm saying this now like it was like a long time ago, but I learned majority of my stuff or my knowledge off of Instagram. And then that led me into a rabbit hole of like, let's actually research this whole lifting, working out science. That's how I learned. You get what I'm saying? And then it's one thing to learn to go up, like, yeah, to put on the mass. But then you also have to learn the science of cutting down and getting to where what everyone's saying now, lean is law. Like there's a science to that too. So that's what I did to get the dream physique that I have now, which I like where I'm at now. I would like to drop down a few more pounds just to get, more lean, less pressure on the knees when I'm running and stuff like that. So I'm currently sitting at 208. I'm going to go down maybe 3 more pounds or 200 just to see how I look. If I like it there and I feel great, I'm going to stay there, but I'm pretty much going to stay at this athletic build that I've achieved for the rest of time. I don't see me going, on any more bulks to bulk up to anything else. I'm good. I'll just maintain and, build more lean mass because you could build lean too. You don't have to bulk up to, you know, 230, 240 to, nah, you could do a lean build. You still put on muscle, you still stay lean and you feel athletic, which is the goal now for me. So to sum all this up, how I got my dream body, I got in the gym and I did the work. I did the work and then I also paired it with the nutrition because you could work as hard as you want. If you're not pairing it with nutrition, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. It's like I tell my boys now, it's like they come and they want to work out. Yo, did you eat today? Nah. Bro, what do you think is going to happen? Number one, you don't have strength to push. And number two, bro, you're going to gas out because your body is not being fed. You're going to burn. You're not building. You get what I'm saying? So get under some heavy weight, progressive overload. Everything is progressive. When you're looking to put on mass, everything is progressive overload. You don't unless it's a day where you're just tired, which will happen. You're not going to go in the gym and be 100% every day. It's not humanly possible. You're going to have days where you go in there and you give 20%. Okay, you're giving 20%, drop the weight, add more reps. Don't go in there to waste your time. Don't waste the gym equipment. Go in there, be intentional about your lift, be intentional about what you eat, right? Be intentional about how you show up, and that's how you get your dream physique. Everything you do to build in the gym must be intentional. Don't go in there lackadaisical and no, no, no. Be intentional with your lift, with what you're eating. And when it comes to the eating, I'm not saying you have to eat chicken and rice and in that just chicken and rice for you. No, bro, eat 5 days a week. Let's do this. Eat 5 days clean. The 2 days you could have something you like, right? So Saturday you could have something you like. Sunday you could have something you like. I'm not saying eat wild all day. No. If Saturday you want to go to I don't know, you want to go to your burger spot, go to your burger spot. Go get that burger. Sunday you want to hit the brunch, go hit the brunch. You know what I'm saying? But make sure that there's some kind of active recovery going on too. So active recovery could be a little cardio session. Maybe you go on the treadmill. Maybe at the end of your weekend, Saturday and Sunday, you go for a little walk. You know what I'm saying? Burn what you just ate off. So it's not, don't let anyone tell you this thing is just a miserable, like, no, yes, there's discipline to it, but there's a way to still make the shit fun. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did to achieve my dream physique, and it worked. It worked. I love my physique right now. I love my physique when I bulked up to 230, and I overall just love the results of the work I put in. And that is another confidence boost. Once you start to see the results of the work that you did, nobody could take that from you. That's your proof. No, that goes nowhere. Everywhere you go, that proof goes with you. You know what I'm saying? So if you're that guy and you're looking to build your dream physique, right? Wherever part on your journey you are, maybe you're at the starting line. Maybe you're halfway through and you're like, shoot, I'm at a plateau. Wherever you are on the journey, if you're looking to work with me one on one, I want to help you to achieve that physique. Number one, improve your style, right? Shift your mindset, right? All three of those is what forms a new identity. And when you form a new identity, that's when you become that new person that you admire and that you know you should be, right? And that person is the person that when you come around the familiar environments that people know you, they feel a certain way because you're not the same person that they're used to. So if you're that guy, comment the word fly. Follow me on socials, SVO Sean on all platforms. You could reach out to me there. We could talk. But if you sign up, you'll be speaking to me. I answer, I read all applications. Reach out to you. You'll be hopping on a call with me. You'll be checking in with me. If you have any questions or you'll reach out to me. It'll be me walking with you along the entire journey, right? So if you're that guy, reach out to me, and I want to work with you, man. Come on, let's go. Let's get around a wolf pack. Let's get around, a brotherhood of men on the same journey, and let's all get better together. All right? Peace. I'll see y'all in the next one.